Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video, I want to look at some of the best budget midfielder options for this year's FPL season. Now, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like in the video as it will help my channel out a lot. So here we go. Now, as you can see, I've been changing the UI just a little bit, the colors, and I'm actually in a different room that I'm building for it to be my main man cave, basically. The lighting is a little bit off, so it's a bit too bright in here, so I need to dim that down. So in the next video, I'll try my best to fix that. But I hope you guys like the new layouts and stuff like that and the colors. But yeah, anyways, let's continue the video. So I've got a couple of players that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Number one is, let's talk about Rashford, who is a 6.5 million midfielder, so one of the cheap players that could do really well for our FPL teams. Last season, he scored 4 goals, 2 assists, and is owned by 8.9% of the FPL managers for this season. As you can see from Manchester United, the fixtures, the first 4 is actually not too bad. They've got a home fixture against Brighton. They've got an away fixture against Brentford. You know, I can see Manchester United scoring against. They've got a home fixture against Liverpool, which is going to be very difficult, and a Southampton fixture in game week 4. So Marcus Rashford, last season, he had a lot of injuries. You know, he didn't play a lot of games. He was on the bench a lot. And when he played, he got substituted around the 70 mark. And that didn't help him out. And, you know, the price tag that he had on him, it was quite expensive. Now he's 6.5. I think there is a possibility for him to be in our FPL teams with a new FPL season around the corner, with new Manchester United manager. Things could change. So 6.5, you know, with the fixtures that they have in the first 4, I think that's decent enough for Manchester United to score against. So definitely on my radar, and I think it should be on your radar as well. And, you know, he's a midfielder in the game, but I think he's going to be playing up front for Manchester United this season, unless they buy another striker, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, next up is Neto. A lot of FPL managers are talking about him, and I thought, you know what? Let's talk about him as well and give you guys a little bit of a rundown on why a lot of people are picking him in the FPL teams. So, he's from Wolves. He is a midfielder that is 5.5, that is out of position. So, he's playing up front for Wolves next to Raul Jimenez. Now, he scored 1 goal, 1 assist, and he's owned by 22.6% of the FPL managers out there. And you'd be thinking to yourself, what the hell is going on? Well. He's a player that plays up front, right? He's an out-of-position player. But last season, he had a lot of knee injury problems, and that's why he didn't play a lot. But when he does play, he's exciting to watch. And because his price tag is 5.5, and the fixtures for Wolves, like the first 4, is actually pretty damn good. Leeds away, I think that's a very good fixture for Wolves. Fulham at home. Tottenham away is difficult, but you just never know. And Newcastle at home, I think these fixtures are good for him to maybe get a return or 2. And being that at that price tag of 5.5, that's pretty decent. I think that's a risk that you can take. Right now, there isn't a lot of options around that price tag. That's why he's the main player that a lot of people are looking at. So, you know, he's a player that I'm pretty sure is going to change, and we're going to adapt, and we're going to wildcard him out. But at the beginning, you know, why not, right? Give it a shot. So, yeah, that's why a lot of FPL managers are picking him. He's playing up front with Raul Jimenez. You know, he's back from injury. He's played a couple of games before the season finished, and that's why, yeah, he looked really good. So we'll just have to wait and see, but definitely, like, on my radar, a player that is actually in my team right now because of that price tag. And he has a potential. We just have to wait and see. Anyways, let's move on to the next player. Next one is Bruno Rodriguez, a 6 million midfielder from Newcastle. Now, Newcastle's fixtures are not the best, right? Not the best. However, if you're going for that early wild card, I think there's a good chance for him to actually do well because of the 2 fixtures that they have in the first couple of weeks. So they got Nottingham Forest at home, and then it's Brighton away. Then it's Manchester City at home and an away fixture against Wolves. Difficult fixtures. However, in the last parts of Newcastle's season, he done really well. He scored 5 goals, 1 assist, and as you can see, 21.7% owned. That's quite high, to be honest with you. And 6 million, the price tag, looks really good. I like these 6 million players. I hope that we'll find more when the preseason kicks off, which it has, but we're still waiting for a lot of games to go through. So a player that is not on my radar just yet, a player that I'm looking at is on that watch list. 6 million. I think there is a spot for him in our FPL teams. We just have to see what happens, but if you want to try something a little bit different, then he is your guy. Now, the other player that I wanted to talk to you guys about is Martinelli. And to be honest with you, there's Smith Rowe and there's Odegaard from Arsenal. So there's a lot of options there. And one of the problems that I got with an Arsenal midfielder is how many minutes are they going to play? That's the only problem, because they could be on the bench, they could be substituted early, so there is a lot of issues there. However, I think that risk is actually pretty damn good to take, because a 6 million midfielder that could do really well and has done well in the past is Martinelli. 6 goals, 7 assists last season, and 14.1% owned of the FPL managers. The fixtures are pretty damn good as well. Crystal Palace away, Leicester City at home, Bournemouth away, and Fulham at home. These are very good fixtures for Arsenal. A lot of people's got Jesus in the team. I have Jesus. I had Jesus before he scored the 2 goals. But yeah, he's on my radar. He's someone that I'm definitely thinking to add in my FPL team. I just don't know if I want to double up on Arsenal players right now, and I don't know if I want to. I'm not sure who's like the main Arsenal midfielders that is going to play week in, week out. But definitely a good option of that price. Let's move on to the next player. Last but not least is Pereira. Now, he has moved from Manchester United to Fulham. He is a 4.5 million midfielder. Scored 0 goals and got 0 assists last season in the in the Premier League. That's because he was loaned out. You know, he didn't play in the Premier League, and that's why he doesn't have the stats. However, he's 16.7% owned. He's moved from Manchester United to Fulham. Is going to give him more time, minutes to play football, and he's probably going to be their main player, taking free kicks or something. So we have to see. We'll have to watch out for him. He's definitely in my team just because of that squad kind of depth and kind of that price tag is definitely helping us out to have a decent bench player that could play and could get some assists here and there. So definitely a good squad player. The fixtures for Fulham, though, is not that good, starting off with Liverpool at home, Wolves away, Brentford at home, and Arsenal away. It's not the best fixtures at all. So we'll just have to wait and see, but that price tag of 4.5 looks really good. But anyways, those were some of the midfielders that I'm recommending you guys to have a look at. I think there could be a good option. Of course, we just still need to go through the preseason. There's going to be a lot more cheaper players and better players than these players that I mentioned, of course. But anyways, guys, I hope that this video has helped you. I'm going to be creating my updated version of my FPL team soon. And that is pretty much it. I hope you guys like the new layouts and the colors and so on. And that is about it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and drop a like on the video as it helps my channel out a lot. See ya.